It's been said a bard's life can often be a hard life, or hill and jail to rove and always move from town to town. And some folk have inquired if ever we grow tired of ranging all around the world and never settling down.
But one should be a little wary of remaining stationary, 'cause comfortable is lovely, but it's not the way we grow. When life starts to unravel, pick up your pack and travel. You'll find a strange serenity in places you don't know. Wriggle-dee-dum-dee-doo-rat-terry-o-dee. There's so much to see beyond the open door. It's outward bound we go. Who knows what we'll find that we've never found before. Adventures waiting further down the road. It's waiting for you further down the road. You've got no map for showing which direction you are going.
But why start on a journey if you know where it will end?
And once you recognize,
to anticipate surprise, you'll relish every twist and turn that lies around the bend. Wriggle-dee-dum-dee-doo-rat-terry-o-dee-da-dee-da-dee. There's so much to see beyond the open door. It's outward bound we go. Who knows what we'll find that we've never found before. Adventures waiting further down the road. It's waiting for you further down the road. Lie-da-lie-da-lie-da-lie-da-lie. Lie-da-lie-da-lie-da-lie. Lie-da-da-lie-da-lie-da-lie-da-lie. La-da-da-lie-da-lie-da-lie. La-da-da-lie-da-lie-da-lie. The world has got its demons. There are many reasons why you'd find it harder to be brave than be afraid. But every life could use some danger. Every friend was once a stranger. Ships are safe in harbor, but that's not why ships are made.
Wriggle-dee-dum-dee-doo-rat-terry-o-dee, da-dee, a fwit-da-dee-da-dee. There's so much to see beyond the open door. It's outward bound we go. Who knows what we'll find that we've never found before. Adventures waiting further down the road. It's waiting for you further down the road. Lie-da-lie-da-lie-da-lie-da-lie. Lie-da-lie-da-lie-da-lie. Lie-da-da-lie-da-lie-da-lie. Da-da-da-da-da-lie-da-lie. Adventures waiting further down the road. Let's go! Lie-da-lie-da-lie-da-lie-da-lie. Lie-da-lie-da-lie-da-lie. Lie-da-lie-da-lie-da-lie-da-lie. Da-da-da-da-da-lie-da-lie. La-da-da-da-da-lie-da-lie.
Hello, friends. Oh, man. The glare on my glasses. Whatever. Welcome to Flash Phantasmagoria. My voice sounds real weird today, and I'm not quite sure why. I think it's mold, probably blooming as the weather gets darker and colder. Ooh, the mold blossoms. But I am here, and thank you for joining me. Before we get started, like normal, I'm going to tell you things about what we do. First, thanking 3DTU, who are good friends of ours, good friends on the channel. 3dtu.org. Follow them on Facebook and Instagram. I know that they have been vending in the New Jersey-ish area, so I'm not sure what they're doing at this very moment, but you can get custom orders from them. for holidays, which are coming up, obviously. So if you are interested in any kind of 3D printed, mostly wooden crafts, although they do also have some plastic as well, please check them out, 3dtu.org, or find them on Facebook and Instagram. Again, I swear I'm not dying. Also, Destination D&D. Well, there's that one, but there's also this one. The next event that is coming up for Ren Adventures / Destination D&D is New Orleans, which is going to be really fun. There's a lot of people coming down to do that show in varying capacities. So November 19th through 23rd, we're going to have just a blast, I am sure. You get to tour varying parts of New Orleans. I think there's usually like a holiday party that we all go to. And then you definitely get to go to the Louisiana Renaissance Fair. So definitely check that out, renadventures.com or destinationdnd.com if you are interested. I think there's still some slots available, but I don't know how much longer that will be happening. Also, I got my book out. This book is called Dread. It is Unnerving Tales and Poetry for Dark Nights. I'm really proud of it. It looks amazing. I think it's super cool. It is available now on paperback as well as on Kindle. I just finished the Kindle version last night. Ugh, formatting is stupid. But anyway, it's out. Please check it out. Dread. You can look up just the word Dread. You can look up Dread by Melissa Lee. There's a couple of different ways that you can search it, but it does exist. And that's half the battle. It's just, it exists. Okay. So, last night, Gothic Horror Gaming, which was awesome, being introduced to by the, what did she call herself? Horror Maven or something? Katie, who has done many things on this channel in the past, but finally got a chance to run her own game, which was super cool. And I was there until about 9:30 doing comments and doing things in the background. And then the baby woke up. She went to bed at 7:30, which is totally normal for her. For whatever reason, she woke up at 9:30 and did not go to bed again until midnight. I don't know why. She was super tired. She would cuddle up with me, but she would get frustrated and then shift and keep turning and tossing, and she was just having a hard time sleeping. So I don't know. I'm not going to be, how do I want to say this? Part of the reason that this stream exists is so that I show up for myself. And I'm glad for the couple of people that are on right now that you've shown up for yourselves as well. The goal of this is just to spend a couple of minutes creating something. So that's what we're going to do. Phantasmagoria is a sequence of real or imaginary images like those seen in a dream. I've had some weird dreams. I had a dream this morning when Tom took the baby and the dog for a walk, that I was writing a church play. I don't know why. And I lost my phone. Like, those were in my dream, was that I had a phone. I lost track of it. And I was working with a church and they didn't like their homily play that they were doing and they wanted me to rewrite it. And for whatever reason, I thought it'd be really cool to have aliens. I don't know. Maybe I'm writing for Scientology. Anyway. So that's what Phantasmagoria is images like those seen unto a dream. I like to describe it as something that's just a little bit off about normal things. So, you know, if you're walking down the street and you see posters on like on a fence, that's kind of normal. But if it was a poster for like something from the 1890s, you would find that a little odd. So that's what we're going for here, is things that are relatively normal, except something about them is off. Now, Flash is considered a flash fiction. That's usually a piece that is 500 words or less. I try to go for like just 100, which is super hard. But the goal is to do something quick that is very descriptive, that gives you an idea of everything that's going on. But in a short bite-sized thing. Sometimes they've been called cigarette stories. You can read them in like 5 minutes. I'm so sorry. I don't know. Mold. Anyway, it's the point is to have something short. So that's what we are going to attempt to do, is do a short piece about, I don't know. I kind of like the idea of church. So I'm going to start with that. A church. Now, your interpretation of church can be whatever you want. I just saw a former church that is for sale as a house. It got converted into a house. So it could be something like that. It could be a synagogue. It could be a mosque. It could be a place of worship. But that's what I'm going with to start, is church. I would like to caution you. Now, you may do whatever you want in terms of your own art. But at the end, we do like to share these pieces. So I would caution you against anything that could be interpreted as negative toward a religion. You can do that in your own time, and that's totally fine. But I would rather, in this space, that we focus on, okay, you're going to a Catholic church, but something's wrong. Like maybe the wine is actually blood. I don't know. Church is just a space to set the story. It's not meant to be at the moment a commentary on anything. I've got strong opinions too, believe me. But yeah, okay. So we're gonna start with a church. Well, let's get, if I can, a suggestion of an object that you would normally not find in a house of worship. So it could be anything. It could be a knife. It could be oh gosh, what are fun things? It could be a book, like a spell casting book. You normally wouldn't find that in a church or place of worship. It could be anything. So if there's anything in the comments that you'd like to throw up, go for it. I'm going to take a second now to find a YouTube video so that I can play music in the background. Because when I create things, I like to create them with some kind of music in the background. Ooh. Chill background. Cool. All right. Give it a couple more seconds to see if there's anything that anyone wants. Hang on. Skipping the ad. Skipping the ad so I can play music. All right. So what do we got in comments here? There we go. Okay. Let's go with coloring book. Okay, let's try that. Coloring book. Not that you can't necessarily find that in a place of worship, especially when kids are around, but something's wrong about the coloring book. That's what we're going to go with. Coloring book. Okay. We're in a setting as a church. The strange object you find is a coloring book. Now let's do I haven't done this before. Let's do like an unusual scent. Scent creates a lot of memories. So it could be like diesel that you smell from the road, and that reminds you of being at school. That's the way it used to be for me. Anytime I'd smell diesel fuel, I'd think about buses. Chocolate chip cookies reminds me of my parents' house. That the smell of rain before it smells like worms. Some kind of intense fragrance that is going to do something with your memory, for lack of a better way to phrase it. So let's, if anyone has any suggestions in the comments, feel free to throw them down. Let me think for a minute, and I'm going to work on sharing the stuff. Add that to the stage in a second. I swear I'm fine. It's mold. Okay. Okay, let's go with, this is going to be gross. I'm sorry. Let's go with mildew. Why not? That kind of like damp smell. Mildew. All right. So what do we've got? Place of worship. Coloring book. And mildew smell. So put that up here right now. That's what we're working with, which should be interesting for sure. Now these are just prompts. You can do whatever you want. You can draw something, you can color something, you can write, which is I'm about to do. You can write poetry, you can write prose, you can write whatever you want. Okay. And I need to put up the credits for the next thingy. So I am sharing this off of Breaking Copyright, which is shared on a Creative Commons non-commercial share alike license. This one is called Home by, I would assume, Neutrino or Neutrinos or Neutrino 5, whatever that is. But that's what we're going to be listening to. So I will add this to the stage. To set a timer for 5 minutes. The song will end a little bit before we finish up, but we're going to do the thing. So I have 5 minutes on my phone. We're writing about a place of worship, finding some kind of coloring book, and the smell of mildew. Spooky stuff. Here we go. All right. Good luck. Let's do this. Oh, it helps if I unmute it. Oh. You have about 40 more seconds. Okay. Woohoo! We did a thing. First of all, congratulations to those of you who have participated. Taking a few minutes for yourself to just create something is always worth the time. So keep that in mind. I did not do my best work here, but I actually think that this is a cool concept. So, house of worship, coloring book, mildew smell. Here's what I came up with. The old burnt out church was caving in. Urban exploring has its risks, but I usually like my risks with a stable floor. Still, given how long the building had been standing with an exposed roof beam, I was impressed. The damp, decaying scent of mildew filled my nostrils as I kicked through another pile of rubbish. Most of it was burnt linoleum and singed bookshelves, but a splash of color caught my eye. A kid's coloring book, generic Barbie or something, was resting on a shelf in pristine condition. It looked like it had never even been opened. Curious, I pulled it from the shelf and paged through. Most of the pages were understandably blank, but a few toward the back were swirls of color, intricate lattice designs spread over the figures meant to be colored in. I have no idea where that's going, but I think it's kind of cool. So there you have it. Feel free to share this in our Nat21 Discord. I wish I had that just hanging out. I am not on the Twitch to be able to share that. I'm going to put my stuff up in Discord here in a hot minute. But yeah. Doing a quick shout out one more time to Ren Adventures / Destination D&D, who are perennial sponsors of this crew. We also have 3DTU, who are friends of the channel, who have been friends with us for a long time. So I hope that you check out their awesome stuff, 3dtu.org, and my new book, Dread. I think that's tiny URL. Dread the book, something like that. Tiny URL, Dread the book, something like that. But yeah, you can find it online right now. Look up the word Dread. Look up the word Dread by Melissa Lee, which is my name. And yeah, thank you so much for joining me today. I'm going to go do important stuff, and then hopefully baby takes a nap later on. Best wishes to all of you, and enjoy October, the beautiful spooky season, and enjoy being creative and taking a few minutes of your day to do something for yourself. So have a good one. Bye.